Okay, finally for this review packet, we're going to have to graph systems of linear inequalities. So we have two different linear inequalities that we're going to have to graph. We're going to treat each as if they were a line and graph those. So for the first one, we would begin at the b value because y, we're going to graph y equals mx plus b first to get the line on there. So it would begin at 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the y-axis. You're going to use the slope, which is -2. So you'll go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1 for your rise and your run, and kind of create that boundary line. But do not connect the dots yet. We need to go back to the inequality and see whether we want to include this line in part of the solution set or not. Since this is just greater than and not greater than or equal to, we will have a dashed line. So right now we have no solutions graphed yet. The order pairs that satisfy this inequality would occur where the value of y is greater than this expression. So we can use a test point like 0, 0. Y is greater than -2x plus 8. 0 is greater than 8 is false. So 0, 0 is not a solution. Therefore, we're going to lightly shade where 0, 0 is not. So up here. Okay, now we need to go back to the system and look at this inequality. I personally prefer to use intercepts for this. So if we look at x minus y equals -4 and treat it as if it were an equation, linear equation, the x-intercept would be -4. The y-intercept would be -4 divided by the coefficient of y, which is -1, which would be 4. So on the y-axis, I would locate 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the x-axis, we would locate -4. Okay, so now we have 2 points. The slope would be up 4, right 1, or up 1, right 1, if you simplify that. Okay, so there's our line. We can now look to see how we're going to connect it since it's greater than or equal to. The equal to part means we want to include this line. So we are going to have a solid line that passes through those points. And finally, we need to shade. So if I come over here and I substitute 0 in for x and for y and see if this works, satisfies the inequality. So 0, is that greater than or equal to -4? It is, which means 0, 0 is a solution to this particular inequality. So we would shade below this solid line. So this is light, 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 but the overlap is going to be right in here. So any ordered pair that occurs in this darkened region will satisfy both inequalities and therefore be a solution to the system. Okay, thanks.